up and grateful, and we are grateful for this day. Welcome on board. Good morning. This is Good Morning Abuja on NTH Channel 5 Unity Station. This is the weekend. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I trust you had a fantastic night rest. Of course, it's a brand new day and it's the weekend. It's time to rest, vibe, chill, and relax. And we are beginning your day together. Let's start off with the motivational talk. My name is Uloma Ibe. You're welcome on board.
I would like to talk to you about becoming a dreamer and an achiever. Every great achiever today, you see today, was one time a dreamer. You cannot achieve your destiny if you have not dreamed about it. And you need to understand that each and every one of us has potentials. We have destiny. God has deputized in us greatness in order to fulfill destiny on earth. And you cannot fulfill that destiny if you have not dreamed about it. Some people might call you dreamer. Why? Because they see great potentials inside of you. They see great things inside of you. And if you yourself refuse to see that great potential in you, there is no way you can fulfill your destiny. And you need to understand that if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Until you dream it, there is no way you can achieve it. And if you dream about your destiny, you have foresight about your vision, your achievement, you will definitely fulfill that which God has created you to fulfill here on earth. So dream big, and keep moving. The Lord will make you to achieve your destiny.
Thank you, Obadiah Longe, for that. How to be a dreamer and an achiever. Amen. We don't just need to dream, we need to dream and achieve and make it happen. Up next is our exercise segment. Of course, we encourage you to exercise to burn those calories and keep fit. Your health is your wealth. Let's go and exercise together.
Take it up, go, and back. Give me two, go. Keep it up, come on. You know what to do. Take it out, go. Slide, go. Come on.
Thank you very much for that exercise. I love the fact that I am learning dance steps every time. The vibing in exercises, they are top notch. Now it is time for our inspirational quote for life, and this is on entrepreneur. Thank you very much for that inspirational quote for life on entrepreneur. It's for you to know that as an entrepreneur, you're doing so much. Now the break is upon us. Let's take the first break on the show. When we return, there's so much more for you. Please keep it here. All right, it's Friday and we are thanking God for life. Welcome on board. This is Good Morning Abuja on NTH Channel 5, the Unity Station. Let me quickly welcome you back from that break. This morning we'll be talking about business model. If you are a business person or an intending business person, grab a seat. I have an entrepreneur. Her name is Evelyn Ezenago. She's here to talk to us about the business of sourcing, sorting, and selling. I mean, she provides solution to the fashion world. We all wear clothes, right? So she's here to talk to us how she ventured into the business, how the business is going. Perhaps you have intention of starting that kind of business. Your answers are here. Help me make welcome Evelyn Ezenago. Good morning, Evelyn.
Good morning, Oloma.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thank you so much.
I like the aspect of business you're doing because it's something that, I mean, no matter, though some people say you have to eat before you wear clothes, but I think the two of them, they go hand in hand. So talk to us about how you ventured into this business.
Thank you so much for having me here. And
Welcome.
Straight to the question, without wasting time. I like the way you said some people said you have to eat before you wear clothes, but then you also have to cover your nakedness.
You have to. It's important.
Very, very important. Even, you see, the Bible also gave that instruction. He said, will I say the Bible? Or right from the days of Adam and Eve, there was need for the nakedness to be covered, even with leaves and animal skin. So the need for clothing did not start in our generation. It started right from inception, you know. And ever since, we've been covering nakedness.
And that's your job.
That's my
You've
job.
been delivering on that job.
By the mercies of God.
By the mercies of God.
So I started this business. Now, joke, like play. I didn't really. The reason I was on a journey, let me just start it this way. I traveled. I like to travel actually. Travel to see new things, to get ideas. So it was on that same, you know,
journey.
That journey, I found myself in a particular space. And I noticed very young men, you know, perhaps there are also old people that are in the business, but that particular day, the Lord has to open my eyes to say something. So I'll be using scriptures because that's
no, go ahead, no problem.
Yeah. You see, when it was time for God to move Abraham to his next level, he had to call him outside and said, count the stars.
Count the stars.
The place where Abraham is coming from, the hedonistic tradition, does not give him the idea of what abundance looks like. So he had to call him out, count the stars, giving him an idea of what abundance will look like. It was after he opened his mindset to abundance, it was time for him to call him the father of nations. So for me, I think it was, you know, a replica of what happened to Abraham. I wouldn't have, for a very long time, I've known what Okrika is now. So, and again, I had looked at Okrika's poor man's clothes. So there would never have been a time where I would sit down and think to be someone that sells used clothes.
But you people have rebranded the name. I mean, it's no longer Africa. Growing up, we called it, okay, in university, we call it all manner of things. Bender Select, okay, and all of those names. But now we hear thrifts.
Yeah.
I'm a thrift seller. That's all I mean. And since that name got rebranded, the price is increased.
So, you know, that's my mindset, I'm just telling you. You know, there wouldn't have been a time where I would just sit down and think I want to start a business in Okrika. Because you understand? So I see you're attaching yourself to suffering. So to say, you know, it's what I want to do, I do. I don't look at, hey,
whatever brings money.
At a point, you know, I was in the market ringing bell. I had this woman I worked with in the past. She came, met me in the market and told me, a whole graduate, like, look at what you're doing. In fact, she insulted me. This is a real life story. He said, Evelyn, a whole graduate like you are selling Okrika in the market. I laughed over it. I remember that scenario. I laughed over it, and to God be the glory. It's story today.
The story. Now, were there challenges when you started? Were there a time where you say, who sent me message? Like we say in Nigeria, who sent me?
The business is laced with challenges. There will never be a time you don't have one or two things to sort. And the beautiful thing about challenges is that it makes you stronger. It helps you to build capacity. I don't see challenges as time for me to cry. I've learned over time that whenever I'm seeing challenges, is a stream for a new opportunity for me. You know, the challenges I experienced starting this business was having bad content.
Yeah.
This is a risky business. You don't know what is packed in it. It's like a package. It's when you open it, you get to see what's inside.
Like what you ordered versus what you got.
Beautiful.
Kind of thing.
It's not really that, because you know that anybody coming into bill business knows that it's a 50-50 thing. 50-50 is used clothing. They didn't tell you it's new clothing. So the possibility of people who haven't worn it roughly, it can be there. So there's this, sometimes, will I say shock, business shock, or reality shock that comes. But then you're not like, oh, I use clothing at the session. You understand? So
you calm down.
You calm down and do some work on the clothes, because they usually sometimes do not come perfect. Usually sometimes they do not come perfect. Sometimes they come very perfect and you are happy. You make 3 times your capital. So same business that is giving you that joy can also give you sadness. So challenges is part of it.
So how did you handle these challenges? Now, those times where you open the bill, I mean, some people will say that when it's UK bill, when it's Korea bill, I mean, you sell more, they have beautiful things. Those days, those times you open your perfect bill in your mind, like you've put in so much, and you see all manner of biggies, big things that are not properly, I mean, they are not good. How did you stand still and grow in that business? We'd like to hear.
Okay, there's no giving up for me. One beautiful thing about me is it's not for everybody, because most people will see those things and just turn back. In fact, there's nowhere to turn back to, actually. So it's either I make it or I make it. There's no either you make it or you make it. It's either I find out. Is either I make it work. I wouldn't say I'm perfect on my own, navigation, but then I just try to stay. And the more I stay, the more my eyes is open to strength and better days ahead. Better days.
Interesting. Now, let's talk about the sorting aspects. Okay. How did you navigate the sorting to the point that when we're talking off the camera, you said you no longer sort. Okay. You now, by God's grace, we want to hear your now.
Okay, is this sorting the bills?
Sorting the bills from the sorting.
Sourcing? No,
sorting and sourcing.
Okay, sorting is different from sorting.
Okay.
Sorting is when you buy a bill, you separate grade A from grade B.
Grade B. Oh, nice. Take us through that, because this is your profession.
Yeah, so sorting, when sorting a bill, there are 3 things to take note of: newness, neatness, and what do they call it? And stylish designs. Newness.
Please, you don't know who is learning and who wants to go into this. Don't rush these updates.
So when sorting a bill, there are few things you must take note of.
Okay.
A bill is a compendium of different quality, different items. If you walk into a boutique, they will tell you, this place is for top of 50,000.
Okay, fine.
This place is a top of 5,000. But in a bill, you have the opportunity to see everything in one. So it is now left for you to grade them according to stratification. You
Wisdom.
Stratify them and put prices on them. So that's why I said I make bold to make this statement that Okrika business is the only clothing business that can make you a millionaire within 1 month.
Okay, let's hold it there. Millionaire within 1 month. Did you hear that? Let's call for a breather now. When we come back, Evelyn will be here talking to us. So if you have intention of starting this business, that's key word. It can make you a millionaire within 1 month.
Yeah.
It can be a side hustle.
Absolutely.
We'll come back shortly.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity on
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos. This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Thank you so much for just joining. This is Good Morning Abuja on NTH 5, the Unity Station. We are talking business model, and we have Evelyn, an entrepreneur, and she's sharing her story of how she started selling thrifts, fairly used clothes, aka Okirika. Now, let's talk about how you've been able to convince people to buy from you fairly used clothing. And it's not everybody that buys them. As much as we know, we have more people that get them as well. Then how has social media how has it helped you to push your business?
Okay, social media has, in fact, is my leverage. 80%.
Really?
Yeah, 80% of my customers are from social media.
Wow, nice.
I learned social media 2017. I didn't learn it now. I learned social media to do some marketing jobs back then. So when I started my own business, I leveraged on social media very deeply. Even before I, resorted to getting a physical store, I had sold thousands of items on social media. So social media for me is like is a godsend. God has really helped me through social media. As through social media, my story has changed. I knew how I started, and I knew how God has connected me to beautiful mindsets, beautiful men and women, angels in human form that God has used to help me, in a way of customers, and I just want to say thank you.
So let's talk about the now. How you were talking, you said you no longer source and sell or sort. You now sell in bills. So let's talk about that.
Okay, one of the challenges that has bedeviled this industry is bad items.
Bad items.
If you see, my mantra is serving quality and raising millionaires. So when I knew that this, in fact, it was at the point I started being a bill supplier, it was difficult to see a bill supplier that will really give you something without your heart beating. There are people that will deliberately pack rubbish in Cotonou and ship down into Nigeria. So I saw people will get bills and they will cry their heart.
So as a bill supplier, did you have the opportunity of seeing what is being packaged for you?
Yes.
Because if you're saying you can sell to someone without the person having a heartache about the content.
Okay, where we come in as bill suppliers is investing in the best.
Okay, investing
in
the best.
One of the things, in as much as I take my time to make my sorting. By the way, I buy from Canada. Okay. Currently, we sell Canada used clothing. And the beautiful thing about getting clothes from such kind of countries is that they have same body size with Nigerians.
Oh, nice.
As compared to Chinese and other Korean countries. Okay. So we focus on countries that are using clothes that are Nigerian body types.
Okay.
So over time, I started with UK, I've done Korea, I've done China, but now currently we are focusing on Canada. And it is for that very reason of
body size, quality.
Now. So it can change over time. Anything can happen, but for now, we are currently patronizing the Canadian nation. And you mentioned something. The content of a bill is not just influenced by me seeing what is there. It's also influenced by donation.
Donation.
We get those items are gotten from donation, personal donation to charity homes, and also clearing out stock. A big factory can just want to clear out their stock, maybe end of the year.
Oh, really? They not package it as a bill.
Beautiful.
Oh, so, nice.
So that's the source. That's how it's gotten. So the thing about content is it can be influenced by donation. So you can get a donation, if the donations are poor, even if you sort out first grade from that donation, it's going to be poor for that supply.
Okay, our time is up. What message do you have for people that wants to start this business as a side hustle? What are you telling them this morning?
I'm telling them to take the bull by the horn. Time is not your friend. The earlier you start, the better, and also the earlier you grow. If I had taken turns to think about it, I don't think I would be where I am today. So once you hear this, the next step is to start asking, how do I start?
How do I start?
And start immediately.
Start immediately.
You learn on the journey.
So if I want to start now, can you give me a bill and I pay later? Do you do something like that? Okay, you do cash and carry.
Yes.
All right. So thank you, Evelyn Ezenagu, for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you so much.
Well done. You're very passionate about what you do, and I like your energy.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best. Keep thriving, keep moving, keep making money, and breaking the ceilings. Thank you very much. On that note, we want to take a break. When we come back, the show continues. Please keep it here.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Okay, so welcome back from that break. This is still Good Morning Abuja on NTA Channel 5. Of course, you know it's Friday. You know how it is. TGIF episode. This morning, we are being joined by children and adolescent development consultant. Her name is Sandra Stephen. She's also an author. And we'll be having an interesting conversation about children, adolescents, and so much more. So I want you to grab a seat. This is for mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, even the children themselves. So you won't want to miss this conversation. Help me make welcome Sandra Stephen. You look very gorgeous. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning, ma'am.
Welcome.
My pleasure.
So I would like to have this conversation. When I saw the topic, I was excited because it has to do with children and adolescents. Can you walk us through some of the key stages in their lives?
So there are key stages in adolescence and children's development. There are three major stages: the physical, emotional, and cognitive developmental phases. And these phases are these stages of development are very predictable. So when you get to, there's the 0 to 2 years, that's the infancy stage. You go through, you see children, the infants having physical development, such as they're learning to talk, they're beginning to develop fine motor skills, they are learning to be sensitive to their environment, to recognize faces. You get to the early childhood, 3 to 5 years, same development, but increased sensitivity. There is need for love, there is need for attention, and they are becoming more, they are developing more strength and coordination. Also in the later childhood, that's like the 6 to 10 years, same developmental process. They are developing more, what's the word, sensitivity to their environment, learning more coordination, developing academic skills. Then we get to the adolescent phase. Early adolescents, they begin to question rules, question authorities, develop cognitive and abstract thinking. Same with the middle adolescents. They begin to, there is physical development, physical growth spurts, emotional changes. They are becoming more sensitive to peer influence. There's a need and a desire for acceptance. Same thing as the later adolescents. They are beginning to develop critical thinking, develop more impulse control. They are more emotionally sensitive. Now, all these phases have, these developmental phases they go through influence their behaviors. So, and these are predictable changes or developmental processes they go through that need to be understood to be able to identify the behaviors that they trigger.
Let's talk about what parents should expect at the stages of these development stages? You've mentioned different development stages. What should parents expect? Because sometimes you just notice that this child has changed. I mean, you don't understand how the child is behaving anymore. The child is withdrawing. The child wants to be left alone. They start questioning everything. You say this, they say why. They ask you questions. So what are parents supposed to expect at this stage?
So in these various developmental stages, for instance, in the infancy stage, where they've not learned how to talk, they've not developed emotional regulation skills, you expect frequent crying, you expect more attention seeking because they've not learned how to communicate their feelings. As they get into childhood, you expect that they begin to identify things, begin to identify their environment. In adolescence, you expect that they are becoming more sensitive to their appearance, they are becoming more sensitive to criticism. So the way people speak about them, they are looking at you, they are assuming that you're judging them, that you're noticing them, that you're condemning them. So as these stages progress, the various cognitive and emotional changes all have behaviors they trigger. So you get to expect, for instance, in the late adolescent phase, you expect that they question your authority. And this is not because they are being rebellious. This is because they are developing cognitively. They are beginning to develop decision-making skills. So these are behaviors you expect. And this does not mean that anything is wrong with them. As a matter of fact, when you do not expect or see these things, that means that something is wrong.
Now, talking about questioning the authority, those days our parents, did they also grow up with questioning authorities? Like you want to say, some people assume that the children of these days, they're too bold. Now you tell them to do this, they ask you why. Is it because of the century we are, or is it the digital age? What is actually making this happen?
It has always been like this because it's a developmental process. So because children, adolescents are developing cognitively, their decision-making process, the logical part of their brain is developing. As a matter of fact, if they are not questioning authority, that means there's an inhibition in their developmental process, in their cognitive development. So this shows that they're no longer taking hook, line, and sinker everything you say. They're beginning to see things beyond superstition. So, but the difference in maybe back then and now is the changing dynamics, the exposure they have, realizing that I can actually question this thing and develop my own views as a person. I'm becoming an adult, and this helps them develop the ability to make decisions on their own when we are not there.
Let's talk about the biggest psychological and emotional challenges they face between the ages of 10 to 18.
Okay, so the first key psychological change teenagers go through is a search for self-identity, identity formation.
Wow.
They've come to the phase where they're asking, what am I? Who am I? What do I believe in? What makes me unique? Why am I here? Right? They're no longer taking in everything the parents, the caregivers say about them. They want to develop a sense of identity for themselves to be able to navigate and get into the adulthood. So that's the first question they have to answer. Secondly, the next thing they experience, the psychological changes they experience in their face is intense emotions. So the part of the brain that has to do with emotional development develops faster than the part of the brain that has to do with logical development and impulse control. So there is intense sensitivity and emotional reactions to things, which makes them all over the place and feel misunderstood. They get very reactive. You see them having mood swings, and they struggle to even express themselves because they've not developed fully to be able to articulate how they feel. There's also a need for acceptance. That's why you see them getting involved in things that ordinarily they shouldn't do because they are seeking approval, they are seeking validation, right? So these are some of the things that affect them at that phase.
Oh, this stage sounds like a very serious stage. So how can parents balance discipline and emotional support during the stage you just mentioned?
It's very important to merge emotional support and discipline. Now, one of the ways you can do that is connection. Connection. Because without connection, you cannot build trust. That a child or an adolescent will not be able to open up to you. The connection builds a safe space for them to be able to receive your instruction, for them to be able to accept and believe that you have their best interest at heart. Create a safe space for conversations. Be emotionally available to them. Listen without judgment. Because one of the issues we have is that we always have something to say, because we measure them by the yardstick of our own years and experience. So creating an emotional safe space, connection before correction, having healthy relationships, and not judging them, not criticizing them, avoid labeling them, and also focusing on behavior rather than their identity.
Let's talk about, there's a thin line between judging and correction. Now, you scold a child, and the child says you're judging. How do you now balance it? How do you now extract the judgment from the correction?
So in the case where, let me give you an instance, a child does something wrong, you should, that's why I said you focus on the behavior rather than their identity. Because they are in a phase where they're still developing self-identity, they assume that every criticism is an attack on their person rather than what they did. So it's important you direct your discipline or your criticism to the act, not who they are. Separate it. Like you did something wrong, what you did was irresponsible, not that you are irresponsible.
What you did,
yes,
the
so
act.
you use specific phrases to address the issue, not the person's character.
Okay, so can children get depressed? I think we'll call for a break now. When we come back, we'll wrap up this conversation.
Okay.
As for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide, Light of Islam. I am Aisha Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Imam is made in form rows, and how the rows are made is such that the Imam stands in front and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam, NTA channel 5.
That is for zakah, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need.
Welcome back from that break. This is an interesting conversation. I really wish we have plenty more time to talk about this, but we just have 3 minutes left. Let's talk to you, ma'am. Let's talk about when the children, when they tell lies and you try to correct them, and instead of taking the correction, they start withdrawing themselves. I mean, you see them, they want to stay in the parlor, in the sitting room, they want to stay in their room, they want to be on their space alone. How do you handle this? Talking about the judging and the correcting issues now.
So lies for children is often an indication of an underlying issue.
An underlying issue?
Yes. For instance, when children lie, it could simply indicate that they are scared, fear of being judged, they are seeking attention. It could also be that they are exhibiting behaviors they had picked from around them. It could also be that they are ashamed or embarrassed. So when dealing with such issues, it's important you observe and try to identify what triggered this behavior, rather than the act itself. The lie is not usually the issue, it's what triggered it. What are they trying to hide, or what are they trying to say?
So how do parents handle this? I mean, a child that is telling lies. I don't know if you're also an advocate of intentional parenting.
Of course.
Not spanking them, not beating them, talking to them. So how do you now correct? How do you now handle this? How do you now ensure that this child does not keep telling lies?
Conversations. Like I said earlier, connection before correction. It's important you give them a listening ear without judgment. Sometimes you have to leave the correction for later and give them an emotionally safe
talk to them
environment to hear them out, because
our time is up, but I want you to take us through this judgment thing.
Yes.
It's important because you mentioned judging, don't judge. How do we avoid judging as parents?
So judging is not really essential for a child, because cognitively they don't even understand what you're doing.
A child picks something,
yes, what they
and says, "I'm not the one."
What they pick
how
is
do you
that I am
handle
feeling
it?
condemned. This is an attack on my person, not on the act.
Ooh.
So at that point, you're trying to let them know that there is consequences for this action, and does this thing align with who you are? Is this what you really want to do? Right?
And if the child says yes, what do you do?
It's a process. It's a process. Sometimes you don't get the result you want at an instance.
You keep talking.
Or you have to keep observing, keep talking, keep giving a listening ear, and keep being emotionally available for that child.
So before we go, I still want you to talk about judging and correction. Is a thin line. I want you to let parents know, let guidance know how not to judge, but how to correct. You said you can leave the judgment for later, but just give listening ear.
Like leaving the correction for
leaving
later.
the correction for later.
Correction
yes.
is letting them know that this is the consequences of your action. This is the implications of your actions. Judgment looks more like condemnation, like a sentencing, like you've been cancelled. Judgment is more of an attack on a person's identity.
So when a child does something wrong, I like to be clear on this, and you spank the child, why did you pick this thing? It doesn't belong to you. Are you judging?
Does spanking the child have any correlation to what the child did? Does it?
It's a form of discipline.
It's a form of discipline, but that's a disciplinary measure. Does it prefer any solution to what they did?
We think it does,
but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
For instance, let me give you a clear instance before we end. A child that does not do their chores at home, and you deny them a meal.
No, that's extreme.
What's the correlation?
That's extreme.
Or I do something bad as a child and you spank me. That disciplinary measure does not teach me the consequences of my actions or tell me the right thing to do. So consequences or disciplinary measures should align with the actions or with the inactions.
Our time is up. I really wish we have a lot to talk about it. We'll do this some other time, please. What's your parting message as we wrap up this conversation?
The parting message is for parents, guardians, caregivers, educators to pay attention. Attention is a prize, and that you have to pay in full. You cannot choose to see what to observe or see what to notice about your children. Pay attention, build emotional connection, build a safe space for them to be vulnerable with you and go through this discovery process, because without connection, there is no trust. Without trust, there is no relationship, and your influence over them will be inhibited.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Sandra, Stephen, for coming on the show this morning. I really enjoyed this conversation, and I really wish we can extend, but the time says no. Thank you very much. We'll do this some other time. Let's take a breather. When we come back, the show continues. TGIF means thank God it's Friday. Listen, Friday is the most hyped day of the week in this world. Everyone talks about Friday, and this is Friday episode of Good Morning Abuja. I'm super excited to be on your screen. Of course, let's go and laugh a little. This is Comedy Skate. If you haven't laughed all through the week, maybe something happened, you have to laugh. Enjoy this Comedy Skates.
Mommy, I wanted to do love in Tokyo for you. Easy, oh.
Mommy, is too high.
Sorry.
Daddy, who is this man that is always standing here?
Hey, you know, the funny thing is, this is the second time I'm noticing him here. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know what he's looking for.
Why is he even standing like that and looking at us like that?
Don't worry yourself, John. I will send 5 million naira to your account. Mommy, wow.
Don't worry, I'll cook something special for you today.
5 million. Blood money, world people. How person go beat this kind of house and no get work? Blood money. If not be blood money, now Yahoo. If you know they do Yahoo, now Yahoo Plus or the Yahoo Plus. But they won't tell me. This man will just be the entire 5 million, 10 million. I they focus on that.
Focus on your life. Focus on your life, bastard. Focus on your life. Focus on your life, on Mali. Are you normal? What's your duty here? What's your responsibility here? Eh? You turn yourself to monitoring spirit. You come, you resume in someone's house every morning, every night. You are doing, you do blood money, you do Yahoo. So is that what they set you to left to come and do?
Organa, blood money.
Okay, yeah, thank you. You that you are not doing blood money, what's your own job? Look at you, Oto de Keno, you put Keno tie. You don't have work. I pity you. I will call security, they should come and bundle you away from here. Are you normal? Look at this idiot. Okay, young man, are you looking for a job? Is that your problem? If that's your problem, talk to me.
Now if for us since now on the chat, now work at the fine.
Okay. You are actually looking for a job.
Yes.
That's what you say. That you need job.
You're supposed to see it for my face.
Hey, go find job. Person doing blood money on man, you're a bastard. His job kill you there. You come to you after you accuse me of blood money, you are telling me it's my own job you want to collect. It's that job that it will choke you. That job will choke. See, let me tell you, you cannot in your life, this life that you come, you can never find job with this smelly attitude that you carry up and down.
Okay, bet me. I go make up for this life I come.
Well,
just bet me.
When you make it,
I go drive pens. I swear to God.
Okay. When you
because
make it,
I go come back to this place.
Yeah, come back.
I'm not gonna do this blood money when they do. That original money, now I go carry.
Okay.
And they come. Wait.
Hi. No. I say hi. I'm Mali. What's going on here? This man.
Hey, point of correction. My name is not this man. My name is Investor Sabinus. Put some respect in my name.
Okay, because
Hey! So you think I can't make it? You are amazed at what you're seeing.
What is there to be amazed about? I'm not sad that you made it in life. Congratulations, but I'm also still doing well. So, listen, look, I've always told you there's a life lesson that you people must learn. That you hate somebody. Because you hate me does not mean God will punish me. So you can hate me, I hate you, and God is blessing the two of us. Life goes on.
I'm made.
Me too, I'm made.
I'm made.
I'm also made.
You're shocked.
I'm not shocked.
I say you're shocked.
I say I'm not shocked.
It's paining you.
It's not. Is it your shock? If you are rich, I'm also rich.
Don't worry, you can go now. Go.
Go for what?
Sabinus.
Madam, good
afternoon. Are you mad?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Sorry. Madam.
Stupid driver.
Hey, wait.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
So it's not even your car.
Shebi, you thought I don't go get job. I don't get job. Nah, Benz. Hello.
You Mali, yeah? Are you normal? Are you this man? Do you want to kill yourself for nothing? Yesterday you were here. Today you have resumed here again. You are even sleeping. This early morning you are sleeping here. You are a mumu man, and they have left you behind. Mali.
Thank you very much for the comedy skit. I hope you laughed. Please, it's so important to laugh. All right, the weekend is upon us, and of course, tell me, what is the weekend without having to see a movie to relax? This is our suggested movies for you for your weekend. All right, see them.
There is already a plan for this wedding, and we're sticking to it.
Are you broke?
I beg your pardon.
Why are you begging my pardon? Don't beg my pardon.
Is it good news or bad news? Why is my name on any guest list in the first place?
I'm the mother of the bride, for Christ's sake.
What do you mean I intruded?
And bridal shower!
If he strips you naked and makes love to you on the beach, is that what you want me to wait for?
Stop it.
No, you stop it.
Planning a traditional wedding now will be suicide.
Then let us commit suicide.
There shall be no traditional wedding ceremony.
But what if I want one?
Holy Ghost! Fire!
Fire!
This is the perfect opportunity to get them together and alone, away from all this chaos.
Marrying for love was a foolish decision I made years ago.
You'll be stupid to lose her twice.
That's not part of the plan.
Screw your plan, man.
Yeah? That's your cousin. We don't want any accidental discharge this week.
Ew! Until Zoom. This never happened.
Nobody is going to come into Ojolibo family to pick anybody to marry.
I did. Now what?
In what? 7 days before you say I do. It's my best shot.
I can't. It's unspotted. I have plastic fingers. Oh, good to be back. What?
Nothing.
Someone needs a brown marker. It's been too long, Woody. Came here as fast as I could after Jesse called for help.
Oh, thank you.
We've got it handled. Look, Star, Deputy, me, no Star. Oh, hey, Buzz, what is that? What? Where?
Ow.
Hey,
I'm gonna let this device know how things are run around here.
try to stay calm, Jesse.
I'm the definition of calm.
That's not gonna work.
I want to talk to you, device.
Not touching, Jessica.
Oh, no.
She used the J word.
Scandal.
Hi! Oh, come on!
Just getting away, Buzz.
Enjoy the garage, Stuffalo Bill.
Stuffalo Bill.
First we were playing, and then the world started changing. No.
Are we getting donated?
Donut.
No, sweetie. Donated.
Bonnie doesn't want to play with toys anymore. She needs me.
Jesse, you know Bonnie better than anyone. What does your gut say?
Bonnie still needs us. Our time ain't over yet.
We're gonna need backup. Affirmative, Commander. No way.
Come on, Bullseye.
Hey, wait for us. You got a friend.
Clear.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
What the hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see.
Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
All right, so which of these movies will you be seeing this weekend? This is for you to relax, rest, and chill. Thank you very much for those suggested movies. It is time for us to check out the weather. Yesterday's evening, the rain started unannounced. Let's see what the weather have for us this morning. Please, let's check out this together. This is to let you know that you need to prepare for the rains. Prepare yourself. You need a shower cap. You need an umbrella, right? Raincoat, rain boot, whatever you need to make sure the rain doesn't spoil your day. Please get them ready. And on that note, it's a wrap on Good Morning Abuja today. My name is Uloma Ibe. I want to thank you for being part of the show. Thanking our guests that came and spoke to us, and we totally learned and enjoyed every of those conversations. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is the Friday. This is Friday. Don't take it for granted. Find time to rest, vibe, chill, and take care of yourself. Have a nice day ahead. Good morning.